I'm excited for the season that we're in. We are about to enter into a very intense time together. Welcome to everyone who is watching online. So glad that you are with us. Pray you are safe at home and that the Lord is with you and that your home become a sanctuary. You are a temple of the Holy Ghost. So wherever you are, the Spirit of God is with you. And so today, this whole month, we are preparing ourselves, asking and seeking God to intervene and change our hearts. Beginning in September, through September and October, we're going to be in an intense focus together, and so all of this is leading up to that. I'll share with you more before we dismiss. Today, I just want to share something very quickly with you. A couple of shout-outs real quick. I see Bobby and Shirley Davis here. How many of you either serve on the storehouse team or have ever been to the storehouse across? Just holler if you've been to the storehouse. Anybody? I am so I say it over and over. It's one of the most impactful, powerful mission efforts and organizations I've ever seen. So this mighty team of workers, they took a break for a season, and they have come together and worked to be able to continue to do ministry in a safe way. They've continued to serve the community during this time. I'm so thankful and proud of them. And they had their big annual bag sale this past weekend, and so they're taking people. They reserve spots, limiting the number at a time, and they've been doing it remarkably well and just making a huge difference. So I'm just thankful for the storehouse team. So a big round of applause for the ministry and efforts that they're doing. I'm always getting texts asking how to make donations. You can do that 24 hours a day at a drop-off over there. And when they have their sales, 100% goes to missions. We're continuing to bless missionaries around the world and to make a big dent in our community. The next big, the next sale is tomorrow evening. Am I right? Tomorrow evening, 4 to 7, backed by popular demand, the $5 bag sale. So if you stop by the storehouse, get your spot in line, and as much as you can cram into a bag, $5. It was the best deal around. Good back to school time. Also want to acknowledge that our kids ministry team, they've been working a lot, trying to figure out how we can resume kids ministry in a powerful and safe way. And so kids ministry will actually take a step to resume next Sunday, the 16th. And so our kids will be kept in small groups together. There'll be temperature checks, and they'll be doing minimal touch activities during this season. But just want to let you know, beginning next Sunday, we will be offering kids ministry at the church. So we're excited about that. I'm thankful for that team and their efforts. Today, I just want to ask a question. Can I just get a poll of the room, and you can talk about it at home? Has this season, have you noticed an uptick in a little angst or anxiety? How many of you would say yes? You just, there's a little bit of angst is maybe a good word for it. I'm talking to a lot of people. I don't know, it's just something unsettled in our spirits, and it's just a surreal time, is it not? Never, we're having conversations never thought we would have, and it's just leading to maybe short fuses, and not for everybody, but it just, even in our nation, it's just an unsettling and a shaking going on. I have to pick on my good friend, Jack Wilson. I hope, but y'all please share this with him. I called Jack this way. I love Pat and Jack, I mean, his sense of humor, I just love it. He's just my kind of jokester, but I love these people. They give their lives for kingdom work, and I frequently monitor. We have an amazing pastoral care team that all throughout the week they're ministering to those, whether it's COVID or whatever the need. We just have a massive army of people that's ministering to people in our body and the community, and I'm constantly tracking what we're doing and who we're doing it for, and the progress, and I'm just monitoring the prayer requests going through and praying for people, and as the Spirit leads, sometimes I'll just stop and call and just check in with somebody and just say, hey, the Lord put you on my mind, and I just wanted to call and say, hey, how are you? And so this week it was Jack Wilson, and I called him up, and immediately he's like, that does it. He just said, hello. I said, hey, it's Brad. Well, that does it. I'm going to get Emily Hall because, yeah, I was complaining to her yesterday, but she wasn't supposed to tell you. I said, well, Jack, I haven't spoken with Emily, but please continue. So I've had a good laugh with Jack. I've been laughing about that all week. So I've just decided I'm just going to randomly start calling all of you and just let y'all talk and just see what comes out. But please love on old Jack Wilson for me. I love that guy. Jack, you're one of my heroes, man. But all of us have bad days from time to time. Can I get a witness to that? We got some bad days. But here, just look at somebody and say, your day, go ahead, say your day will never be as bad as the Apostle Paul. I want to go just very quickly. If you've been around much at all, you know he's one of my just absolute heroic mentors in the Bible next to Jesus. Baddest dude that ever lived. And these are just some of his afflictions. They can go full screen with those if you want, so you can get a better look at that. Just imprisoned frequently, faced death often, 39 lashes, 5 times, 3 times beat. Goodness. And peril by robbers, countrymen of the Gentiles, perils in the city, in the wilderness, in the sea, always accused falsely, always tired and sleepy and going without food or drink, abandoned by his friends, cold and naked, daily concern for all the churches that he helped start. This man, he was shipwrecked. He was snake bitten. He was a walking scar from head to toe after all of his lashings and beatings. Rest assured, none of us will ever have a life as hard as the Apostle Paul. I can promise you that. And yet, what did he write about the most? Joy. So today I want to encourage you and say, no matter how bad things get for us or for you, no matter how bad your day gets, no matter how much uncertainty we walk in, no matter how much things get unsettled and not the way I promise you there is a way to hold on to your joy and to walk by faith and not by sight. In fact, here's a man that through all of this, just throw the map up on the large screen. He just was a burning firecracker for the gospel of God. And no one and nothing could shut him down or stop him. He would travel all over the region. Those are the places that he would go and minister to and spread the gospel and start churches. He was just constantly, and that's why he would have so many shipwrecks. He was just constantly outgoing and doing. Even though he was threatened with his life to stop, nothing could stop him. And in Philippians, he's chained to a Roman guard, imprisoned, and for years, and he's writing about joy for all of us. In fact, just look at some of his writings here. It says, we are hard. This is my prayer for you today, that if in your heart and in your spirit, you just feel the pressure of life, you feel hard pressed, you feel stress or anxiety, that this become true of you. He said, we are hard pressed on every side, but we are not crushed. We are perplexed. I've been perplexed some days recently. Can anybody relate to that? Like, what? Who do I listen to? What is the truth? What is going on? We're perplexed, but not in despair. It's okay to be perplexed. We don't have to be in despair. Persecuted, thankfully, the day may come where we face for real persecution. But thankfully, we are here today without fear of persecution. We're going to lift up the name of Jesus and not wonder if the guards are standing outside waiting for us to walk out. Amen? Like, that's just thank you, God, for a beautiful nation that we can just worship you freely. We're even though he was persecuted, he knew he was not abandoned. It's like, look, I got my Roman soldier friend I'm chained to right here. You know, I'm perplexed. I'm persecuted, but I'm not abandoned. I'm struck down. They can beat me till I'm black and blue, till my bones break, till my skin tears apart, but I will not be destroyed. We always carry around in our body the death of Jesus, so that the life of Jesus may also be revealed in our body. Look at this. He says, for we, and I can't grasp this. I'm just not there yet. But can you imagine, for we who are alive are always being given over to death for Jesus' sake, so that in his life may also be revealed in our mortal body. So then, get this, death is at work in us, but life is at work in you. This was Paul's mindset. He saw that the more he was beaten and tortured for the name of Jesus, the more encouraged and emboldened the church became. So here he is, chained up, beat down, struck down near the inch of his life. And he says, I am thankful, because the more I am destroyed, the more hope you receive. The more death comes on me, the more life is given away to you. Now, I'm not there yet, but wow, what an inspiration. Where he could consider it, he would say, God, thank you that you consider me worthy enough to suffer for your name's sake. Thank you, God, that by my beatings, the church is growing and being strengthened. My good, if Paul can write about joy, we all should just be on just all day long. All day, every day, everywhere we go. Can you believe we get to worship God without fear? We can still talk about him. We can, woo! You'll get there. You'll get there. Therefore, we don't lose heart. Church, we're not going to lose heart. We're going to work through some difficult times. We're going to figure some things out. But one thing is true. We will not lose heart. Though outwardly we are wasting away. I'm looking at you. I've been looking at you for about 20 years now. I can testify. Outwardly, we're wasting away. But inwardly, we are being renewed day after day after day. He says, for our light and momentary troubles, like if he can consider all that light and momentary, they weren't light, they weren't momentary. They were every day of his life and they were heavy. But compared to the glory that he was experiencing, for our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. So we fix our eyes, church, not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. Since what is seen is temporary. Racism, temporary. Coronavirus, temporary. Trouble in the world, temporary. Explosions, war, and poverty, temporary. Sickness, temporary. What is seen is temporary. But what is unseen, that is eternal. Come on, church. Every hardship you face is temporary. Come on, remind somebody of that. Tell them every hardship you face is temporary. At home, every hardship you face is temporary. No matter the pain, no matter the grief, no matter the disappointment, every hardship we face is temporary. Therefore, God has given us the choice to focus on what is temporary and what is seen by our natural eyes, or to elevate our our eyes and to focus what is unseen and eternal. And I don't know about you, but I'm tired of the news. I'm tired of the opinions. I'm tired of all the, I just want to refocus. Like, I've had enough of that. I'm ready to refocus my eyes on some eternal things. Whatever is pure and holy and excellent and praiseworthy, I'm going to think on those things. It's a time for us to grow, time for us to change. And this is the passage that has just been, I can't get it out of my gut, out of my spirit, out of my mind, where he says, we do not lose heart. Though outwardly we're wasting away, inwardly we are being renewed day by day by day. And here's the one question the Lord has me to ask you today. Are you encountering God daily? Are you experiencing Him daily? Are you having church daily? Are you being changed by Him daily? I'm just going to tell you, my kids are growing up. We're on the brink of them branching out into the world. I'll just tell you, all of my parenting, for years, I've had a list of 8,000 million trillion things I've wanted to teach them, impart to them, explain to them, prepare them for. Now that I'm on the brink of them actually stepping out into the world, I've realized I've made it down to about 7 items off the list. Like, oh my gosh, there's so much I haven't taught them, shown them, given. And right now, I'll just tell you, my whole parenting is boiled down to just this right here. All I want for my children is that they learn to encounter God daily. Because I can't protect them from the pains of this world, but if they encounter God daily, they will have an outlet of forgiveness. I don't know what tomorrow will throw at them, but if they encounter God daily, they will be able to have perspective and get through it by holding on to the anchor. All I want for my children, really all I want for you, is that I can be a faithful pastor and disciple you and show you how to encounter God daily. So I just wanted to practice this out. One of my hearts behind us walking through experiencing God the months of September and October is that it will just get us further into a daily experience with God, a daily encounter with God. And so I just want to ask you now to go ahead and prepare your hearts. And so a passage here's what I'd like for us to do today. I would just like for us to practice this. In fact, team, if you want, you can go ahead and get this TV out of the way for me. I'm done with it. I just wanted to meditate on a passage and walk through it with you. Oh, sorry about that. I just want us to have a moment today, practice this where we encounter God. Man, Jonathan and Grant, thank y'all so much. These guys, they just work hard to stay out of sight and behind the scenes, but they show up early and they work hard every week. Can you help me bless them and thank them for all that they do? Quick little push-up competition. I just got to see it. Thank you, man. Thank you, fellas. I wanted to, this is a passage that early this morning I was just meditating on, and I thought this is an example of what I mean by just encountering God daily, experiencing God daily. If you haven't want to turn to it, if you have a Bible or a device that you can log on, I want to invite you to turn with me to Psalm 145. And sometimes we have to remind ourselves, remind our soul that what our eyes are telling us and what our mind is telling us is not the way things really are. And so I just wanted us today just to spend a few minutes worshiping, encountering, listening, just experiencing God. Psalm 145. This is an example. Let's say if I were just to get alone and I just need time alone with God, this might be an example of a psalm I might turn to and just read and meditate, pray through it, proclaim it, just encounter God through it. So if a daily experience with God is not part of your routine, This is just an example of what that can be like or look like. Psalm 145, I will exalt you, my God, the King. I will praise your name forever and ever. Every day I will praise you and extol your name forever and ever. Great is the Lord and most worthy of praise. His greatness no one can fathom. Can we just lift up a little praise to God right now and just say, God, we lift up how great is your name. Every day we praise you. Come on, you might even have a word to describe how good he is. Just go ahead to yourself right now. Just say, God, you are. You just fill in the blank. God, you are good. God, you are faithful. God, you are amazing in your love, God. God, you are so good to me. God, you are there when I don't see it. God, you are faithful when I am faithless. God, you pursue me when I am running for you. God, your mercies endure forever. Your mercies are new every morning. God, I thank you for how good. Come on, church, just stop right where you are and just give some glory to God. Just say, God, I love you. I need you. You're good to me. I will lift up your name today. I will praise you today. It says, one generation will commend your works to another. They will tell of your mighty acts. They will speak of the glorious splendor of your majesty, and I will meditate on your wonderful works. Who has a testimony? I'm not going to ask you to stand up on the mic, but who has a testimony in your life where you can say, God is good. God is faithful. He's been good to me. He has blessed my life. Come on, church. Let's just give him a little thanks today. Let's just give him a little praise today. Come on. I think something right where you're home right now, I want you to stop and just tell each other how good God has been to you. Give an example of a blessing. Somebody just real quick, just a one sentence, just shout it out, something God has done for you. No embarrassment, no shame. Just somebody shout out something God's done for you. Saved from addiction. Come on, that's worth a little hand clap right there. My goodness. Do you know how many millions of people in the world need that hope today? Saved from addiction. Somebody else. Come on. Somebody else. Bless your children and your children and their children for 1,000 generations. Come on. A hand clap of praise for that. Who else got a quick little testimony of how good God has been? You got work to do. You got work. You're working during this time. Hey, that's worth a little hand clap of praise right there. What was that? Say it again. Change your life. Another chance at life. Yes, I love it. I'm still trying to figure out who say. Raise your hand. Yes, Dad, I love you, brother. Another chance at life. Come on, one more, somebody. Wow, survived an accident and is now walking again. My goodness. Good stuff, y'all. One generation will commend your works to another, and they tell of your mighty acts. They will speak of the glorious splendor of your majesty, and I will meditate on them. They will tell of the power of your awesome works. Let me skip down. The Lord is gracious and compassionate, slow to anger, and rich as love. The Lord is good to all. The Lord is good to you. He has you here today. He has something He wants to speak to you, whisper to you. He has compassion on all He has made. All you have made will praise you, O Lord. Your saints will extol you. They will tell of the glory of your kingdom and speak of your might. It says, so that all men may know of your mighty acts. I just want to declare some of the battles we are facing in this world, that the Lord is more powerful than anything we face. He's more powerful than COVID. He's more powerful than the stock market. He's more powerful than tension in the world. He's more powerful than absolute abject poverty around us. He's more powerful than the hurricanes and tornadoes that swirl around us. He's more powerful than any force on this earth. And at His name, one day every knee shall bow and every tongue will confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. Father God, today we just declare You are mighty. You are powerful. You are able to save. You are able to heal. God, we love You. We need You today. We want to experience You today. It says, all men may know of Your mighty acts and the glorious splendor of Your kingdom. Your kingdom is an everlasting kingdom, and Your dominion endures through all generations. The Lord is faithful to all His promises. Church, right now, I believe, right now, some of you need to hold on to a promise of God. Some of you are holding on to a promise of God. Whatever you're going through, I invite you and I encourage you to search the Scriptures, to pray, and you ask God to give you a promise to hold on to. His Word is full of promises, and He is faithful to every one of His promises. They will endure forever. So I just pray that you will hold on to a promise of God. He has a hope and a future for you. He has blessing in store for you. He wants to heal you, save you, restore you, and redeem you, and His mercies endure forever. Hold on to the promises of God. I'm just holding on that no weapon formed against us shall prosper. I'm holding on that this season will pass and joy will come in the morning. I'm holding on to the promise for those that are in mourning, that your mourning will turn into dancing, that your time of mourning will come to a close, and one day you will be shouting for joy. I'm holding on to the promise that none of the sufferings on this earth can compare to the glory that will be revealed to us one day. I'm holding on to those promises. I believe a good day is coming. I believe that Jesus is about to get an outpouring of all kinds of glory, a new harvest of people. I believe that. I believe that He is at work among us, and that the great orchestrator, the great maestro, the sovereign Lord and potter is just working all things together for good. He's positioning us where He wants us to be. He is just getting us ready for an incredible outpouring of love and power in the body of Christ. I believe it's coming, and there's hope for you. Now, brother, there's hope for you in your future. The Lord is faithful to all His promises and loving toward all He has made. The Lord upholds all who fall and lifts up all who are bowed down. The eyes of all look to You, and You give them their food at the proper time. You open Your hand and satisfy the desires of every living thing. The Lord is righteous in all His ways and loving toward all He has made. The Lord is near to all who call upon Him, to all who call on Him in truth. He fulfills the desires of those who fear Him. He hears their cry and saves them. Mamas, I want to remind you, He hears your cries. He hears those prayers. Daddies, I want to remind you, the Lord is your shepherd. The Lord is with you. He has not forsaken or abandoned you. He hears you in those quiet moments when you're alone and you're grasping for wisdom and revelation and direction. And how do I provide and how do I lead? The Lord is with you. He will provide all of our needs according to His riches in glory. The Lord is with you, young man, young woman. Anxious about life, your future. What are you going to do? What are you supposed to focus on? The Lord is with you. He loves you. He never leaves you nor forsakes you. When you wake up, He is there. When you go about your day, He is there. When you lie down, He is there. He watches over you at night. He has love for all He has made, and He is mighty. The Lord watches over all who love Him, but the wicked He will destroy. All the things of this world that are holding itself in opposition to God. Day is coming where it will be struck down. It will be destroyed once and for all. One day, the tears will be wiped from our eyes. There'll be no more sadness, no more pain, no more disease, no more iniquity, no more death, no more hell, no more mourning. So in the meantime, church, my mouth will speak in praise of the Lord. Let every creature praise His holy name forever and ever and ever. Church, I want to invite you to a time of worship this morning. Let's turn our attentions to God and His goodness, His holiness. God, help us elevate our eyes today, not on what is seen and temporary, but on what is unseen and eternal, God. We love you today. Come on, church, let's just worship Jesus together today. At home, I invite you where you are. Turn it into a sanctuary, an altar today. Let's worship Him today. There's nothing greater to give your affection to right now. Let's worship together. I just got to say, Scott, I love you, man. When you holler out, in that moment, it's like the Lord said, every time Scott hollers out, yeah, a demon runs and flees. And I'm serious, man. It's like, give everybody a taste of what I'm talking about. Give me a yeah one time, Scott. That's what, man. Let me tell you what, I believe this. Some of you are dealing with strongholds with your kids, with your spouse, in your life. And all it's going to take is a little worship for those demons to release and run and free. I just want to call you to that. Maybe you need to go home. Maybe you need to invite Scott over to your house. Say, Scott, just walk around my house, do a little praise with me, okay? God may call you to that. I promise, you start praising in your place, praising in your house. Just watch what happens to the atmosphere. I want to invite you, if you don't have daily time with God, can we start today? Can we start tomorrow? Start wherever you are. Get in His Word. Start seeking Him in prayer. Put on a worship song. Just dedicate. Meet God daily. Encounter God daily. In September, I'm asking for all of us. We haven't done this in about a decade, but I'm asking everyone. We're just going to divert from our normal small group strategy and approach. We normally have 100-something different types of small groups. I'm just asking, I just feel the Lord leading us all to come together, one heart, one mind, one focus. And this is a book by Henry Blackaby. Years ago, he came out with Experiencing God, and this is the revised and condensed version. And here's how it works. Beginning the first Sunday in September, for those 8 weeks in September and October, I'll preach a message based around what we're all going to be focusing on for the week. And then that week you will have 5 devotionals. And then I just ask you to get with somebody. I'm just saying, everybody with somebody, get with somebody that week and just walk through the short little small group discussion guide. And so that means we're going to have small groups here. If that means meeting with a small group at Heritage, you may be part of another church. I'm meeting with other pastors in our community this week. We're going to have more of a joint focus on this book for those 2 months. And so you may be watching and you may be a part of another church and you just happen to be tuning in this morning. Get with your pastor, get with me, have them call me. We'll provide the resources. or just experience it with a friend. Like you got a best friend, you got somebody who's not connected with church. I'm telling you, this is the time. If you got somebody that needs God, that's been far from God or the church, this is an incredible opportunity for them to see that God has been with them all of this time. Or maybe if it's nothing more, you and your family every week coming together. I'm just asking for everybody. If I had the time, I'd call you each by name right now and say, please, will you join us for this? So here's what I want you to do. We're going to go ahead and we're working hard the next few weeks to make sure everybody gets a book and gets ready. And so if this applies to everyone in-house, it would help us a lot. Our number, that's number that we use for a lot, 229-252-7950. If you would text the word unite, it's going to ask you, all you got to do is check one of the 4 options. You're either someone who is willing to consider leading a group, or you would like to find a group, or you're part of another church, or you're just saying, hey, I'm going to do this study at home with my family or friends. That's all you got to do is check which option, and someone will follow up with you in the next few days to explain how to get a book. They are available for purchase today. And in fact, we believe so strongly in this. I went to our leadership and asked, can we release the funds to eliminate any obstacle? Normally, these are about $16, $17. We're subsidizing it. You can get a book for $5. From now until we get into this study, we're making it available to everyone. We'll be sending them to other churches for $5 each. We just want as many people as possible for such a time as this to go through this with us at the same time. Now, next Sunday and next Wednesday, we're going to have a gathering, like a 25-minute gathering right after church, and then that Wednesday evening. If you would like to consider leading a group, and we need a lot of leaders. Maybe you've led before, maybe you've never led before, but we're just going to give a real quick equipping on how to do that, let you get your hands on the book and see it, and we'll talk through how to work. Or if you just want to come and see it and get more information, insight on what this series and focus will look like, next Sunday, right after second service at 12 o'clock and next Wednesday. The final thing that you can do to help us this afternoon, we're going to boost on social media a promo video just inviting the community. I know watching and not watching, there are thousands of people right around us. Moultrie, Thomasville, Camilla, Pelham, Cairo. There are tens of thousands of people who are all in this season of where's God and what is He doing. I'm asking you to help us. I'm praying for an evangelistic zeal to come on you like never before. Like if you've never shared your faith before, now is the time. I'm asking you, take some chances, be vulnerable, risk embarrassment, have the conversations, and invite someone to come along this journey. If they don't have the $5, we'll cover that too. I don't want anyone to be left out from this. We're going to post this promo video. You can share it, use it however you want, but I just wanted to take a minute and share it with you. So thank you, Brainstorm Marketing, for coming in and helping us put this together. This is a time for us, church, and I believe so strongly God's going to meet us through this unified focus together. Watch this little promo.
Hey everybody, I'm Brad at Heritage Church in Moultrie, Georgia. This is my bride, Michelle.
Hi everyone.
And I know this has been really an unprecedented time for most of us, and a lot of anxiety and tensions in our nation. And so we wanted to be a blessing to our community and surrounding area. Many years ago, Henry Blackaby came out with a book called Experiencing God, sold millions of copies and impacted a lot of lives. In fact, it was a catalyst for our church being birthed. And so recently they came out with a revised and condensed version called 7 Realities for Experiencing God, and the material is incredible. And so we thought, let's get our focus off of all the tension and media and opinions. We need God. We need to experience God. And so this September, we are inviting everyone to join us as we walk through this study, 7 Realities for Experiencing God. And Michelle just started going through it to get a little preview of it herself.
Yeah, I cheated. I got into it a couple of weeks ago, and I haven't been able to put it down. Listen, in this season, I have felt a whole range of emotions, right? We've been frustrated. Some people have been scared. We've been angry. We've been fearful. We've been just troubled. I think our souls are just troubled right now. And I started this really not knowing what to expect. I thought this is going to encourage my relationship with God. What I have found is there were so many answers in those pages. God encouraged me. He built my faith up. My hope's been renewed. These aren't difficult concepts that we're going to be going over. These are solid principles that every believer should know. And it really doesn't matter if you've just come to Christ or you've known Him forever. There's something here for you. You are going to have a better relationship with God. You're going to be able to hear Him clearer. You're going to feel closer to Him. You're going to be comforted. I sure hope you join us.
So if you're watching this today, we invite you to join us, whether you're part of our church or another church or not even part of a church at all. We're just simply asking everyone to find somebody that you can walk through this study with. If it's just a family, a coworker, a best friend, we're all going to do this together beginning in September, and we'll walk through the 8 weeks at the same time. So if you'd like to participate with us, all you have to do, text the word UNITE to 229-252-7950, and someone will respond to you very soon and make sure that you get your book so you can join us for the 7 realities of experiencing God. Thank you so much. Look forward to walking through this with you.
All right, everyone. And for those of you watching online, you don't have to text. Our team right now will point you to the link that you can just click on and go ahead and get started in the process. We'll make sure we make it easy to get a book to everyone here. It would help us in-house if you would text the word UNITE to that number. That's just how we will make sure all our groups are registered and set up. And if you need any help with that, just let us know. The important thing is we want to make sure we get a book in everyone's hands, and we want everyone to have one. Like if you're a family of 5, we priced it so that all 5 of you could have one, because each day you'll have little devotion time together that you walk to and fill out. And so we're spending the next few weeks getting ready to launch in September. And so I just invite you all on this focus together. I want to pray for you as we leave. If you're here, if you would like to connect with us in some way, you have a couple of options. If you're watching online, they're going to post links for you that you can just click to fill out a connection card. That's just so you can answer questions, or if you want to start a relationship with God, we'll follow up with you there. They'll show you a link to enter into a prayer room with one of our hosts that's watching. Or if you want to give online today, they have the link for that as well. Here in the house, I would love, over the last few weeks, I've just noticed new faces sitting among us, and I'd love to get to know you. I'm just going to hang out up front here. If I haven't met you yet, I'd love to have that opportunity. I'll keep my safe distance from you, except we'll just, but I would love to meet you here. But you can use the text number. You can text the word connect, text the word pray, or text the word give. Or we have giving station as you leave. But y'all, I'm very hopeful for the days and weeks ahead for what the Lord is going to do in our lives and in our church and in the world. So I want to pray for you as we leave. Father, we are here for such a short time. And I ask you to use us for your glory. Father, draw us close to you. Elevate our eyes. And may we be renewed day after day after day. We love you, God. As we give to you now, may it be pleasing to you. As we leave here, may you use us. Put people in our path that are hurting and lost and desperate, God. May we truly walk as the light of the world, showing people the hope they have in you. Thank you for these beautiful men and women, boys and girls. Bless their coming and going and all that they encounter this week. We pray in Jesus' name. Amen. God bless you, everybody. See you next time.